Hi, I'm Ian Cook with the BC HRMA, Director of Research and Learning here. Today we're bringing you a research update, part of a monthly series of the latest information and the latest practices in HR. These briefings will come from a wide range of different sources. Some of it will come from material that we have generated ourselves. Some of it will come from sources outside of BC HRMA that we think is important to bring to you.
Right.
Our start place is the HR Metrics Service, an initiative launched and led by BC HRMA that now runs across Canada. It's been underway for 3 years. We've been capturing data on a bunch of HR measures. We're now at a position to really dig deep into the trends and start to make projections and share the information that really makes a difference within organizations. The metric we want to feature today is absenteeism. Very common to organizations, pretty well understood, and we've got some very important trends and patterns that we're seeing that we want to share with you. Absenteeism has increased year over year for the last 3 years, and the trend continues to go upward. Now, absence, they come from a range of different reasons, but often they are tied to costs. Absences is the direct cost of the lost work. Secondly, there's the cost for HR to manage the absences. Third, there's an associated cost where absence is related to resignations. That leads to turnover vacancies and the cost of filling those vacancies. So absence is a very powerful metric for actually focusing on the workload that HR has to do and the costs that are borne by the organization. Take a look at the second line on the chart. We're seeing the 10th percentile. That runs along the bottom of the chart. What that's indicating is that the best organizations, those who are managing and tracking and on top of their absence, aren't actually seeing the same increase. Those two lines, if you look at the trends, they diverge. The 10th percentile is flat, the median is increasing. What that suggests to us is organizations that care about absence, have put some practices in place, are actually holding their costs from increasing, really contributing to the future of their organization in a very tangible, practical way. So what makes a difference for those organizations at the 10th percentile? A couple of things. First is focusing on wellness, focusing on engaging, useful, fun work. That's the cheapest and simplest way to avoid an absence problem. People want to come to work, they have that commitment. The second piece is tracking and having a good tight process for monitoring, following up on absence, so that the process is clear, fair, open, but it doesn't get abused. And so that if you need a day absent, you can take it, that's acknowledged and respected, but there's no abuse of the system. How have organizations got to put those practices in place? Often it's through quantifying. If we look at our data, taking the median labor cost and looking at absence, organizations who are at the 10th percentile, the top 10%, they're saving over $350 per FTE per quarter compared to the median. That very quickly adds up over 100,000 staff into a substantial sum of money that the organization would be interested in having going to their bottom line rather than into unproductive costs. That's our update for today. We hope you found it valuable. We look forward to bringing you more from ResearchVOICE.